Most women over 60 believe their stiff knees, weak legs, or tingling hands are simply the price of aging, yet what few are told is that these changes are often linked to a silent breakdown in the body's collagen system, long before pain becomes obvious. What's even more surprising is that this process is not corrected by supplements or treatments alone, but by specific vegetables that send daily biological signals your body depends on to stay strong. I'm Dr. Eliza Hart, a board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist with over 15 years of experience supporting women through hormonal and structural changes that occur after midlife. And one of the most common misunderstandings I see is the belief that collagen loss after 60 is only about skin or appearance. In reality, collagen is the internal framework that supports your joints, cushions your nerves, stabilizes your muscles, and helps you move with confidence, which is why its decline often shows up as stiffness, weakness, or tingling, rather than wrinkles alone. The encouraging truth is that even after 60, your body has not lost its ability to rebuild collagen, but it does require the right daily signals rather than quick fixes or expensive promises. Before we begin, I invite you to support this channel by subscribing, and please share in the comments which country you're watching from so I can see how this knowledge is reaching women around the world. And make sure you watch until the end, because I have a small but important surprise that may change how you think about collagen entirely. Now let's begin with the vegetables that quietly help your body rebuild strength from within. 1. Red bell peppers, the collagen on switch. Before collagen can be rebuilt in any meaningful way, after 60, the body first needs a clear biological signal that tells it repair is both possible and safe. And this is where red bell peppers quietly play a foundational role. Collagen does not begin with collagen itself, but with vitamin C, nutrient, that activates the enzymes responsible for assembling amino acids into strong, flexible collagen fibers. As women age, this assembly process becomes less efficient, meaning collagen production may stall even when protein intake appears adequate. Without enough vitamin C, collagen repair remains incomplete, leaving joints more vulnerable, nerves less cushioned, and recovery from daily movement noticeably slower. What makes red bell peppers especially valuable is that their vitamin C content not only supports new collagen formation, but also helps protect existing collagen from oxidative stress, particularly in high-use areas, such as the knees, wrists, ankles, and fingers. Clinical research consistently shows that older adults with higher vitamin C intake demonstrate better grip strength, improved mobility, and lower inflammatory markers outcomes that reflect healthier connective tissue rather than cosmetic change. To benefit fully, however, how you use red bell peppers matters just as much as eating them. After 60, the goal is consistency rather than volume, and half a cup per day is more than sufficient to provide the signal your body needs. Red bell peppers are best eaten raw, lightly sliced into salads, blended into spreads, or added at the very end of cooking, because prolonged heat quickly destroys vitamin C. One of the most common mistakes I see is overcooking peppers, or relying on jarred, roasted, or heavily processed versions which offer color and flavor, but little collagen support. Another mistake is assuming more is better when excessive portions provide no added benefit and may cause digestive discomfort. Used gently and regularly, red bell peppers act as the quiet switch that prepares your body for deeper repair, creating the conditions collagen needs before any further support can truly work. 2. Spinach, the collagen protector. If collagen were a structure under repair, spinach would be the material that keeps it from collapsing before the work is finished. And this is why many women notice stiffness returning even when they believe they are doing everything right. After 60, the issue is often not a lack of collagen signals, but an internal environment that quietly breaks collagen down as fast as the body tries to rebuild it. Spinach plays a critical role here because it does not initiate repair, but protects the collagen framework from inflammation, poor circulation, and mineral depletion that accelerate decline. From a medical standpoint, spinach supports collagen stability through several interconnected mechanisms. It provides vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, which regulates fibroblast activity, the cells responsible for producing and maintaining collagen fibers. As estrogen levels fall after menopause, fibroblasts become less responsive, leading to thinner connective tissue and slower repair. Spinach also supplies magnesium, a mineral required for collagen-related enzyme function, muscle relaxation, and healthy nerve signaling. Magnesium deficiency, which affects a large percentage of women over 60, often shows up as muscle tightness, nighttime cramps, tingling hands, and reduced circulation. In addition, spinach contains natural nitrates that improve blood flow, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach collagen-rich areas such as the knees, calves, hands, and feet. To use spinach effectively, gentle preparation is essential. 1 loosely packed cup per serving, lightly steamed or sautéed for 1 to 2 minutes, improves mineral absorption while preserving its protective compounds. Adding a small amount of olive oil enhances absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. A common mistake is relying on large raw spinach salads daily, which can interfere with mineral uptake and irritate digestion over time. Another is overcooking spinach until it becomes watery and dark, stripping away much of its benefit. When used consistently and thoughtfully, spinach acts as a quiet stabilizer, helping the collagen your body rebuilds remain intact as we move toward deeper joint and cartilage support. 3. Okra, joint lubrication and cartilage support. There is a very specific moment many women recognize after 60 when standing up from a chair feels harder than it should. The knees resist the first few steps, or the fingers seem to hesitate before fully opening, and this sensation is often blamed on bone aging without looking deeper. In reality, what frequently disappears first is not bone, but the smooth internal cushioning that allows joints to move quietly and comfortably. Okra becomes especially important at this stage because it addresses something collagen alone cannot fix, which is the loss of natural lubrication and protection inside aging joints. Medically, this change happens as collagen thins, and synovial fluid, the substance that allows joints to glide without friction, gradually decreases. Okra is rich in mucilage, a gel-like soluble fiber that closely mimics the body's own joint lubrication, creating a more favorable environment for cartilage and connective tissue to recover. It also provides vitamin C to support collagen synthesis, vitamin K to help guide calcium away from soft tissues, and manganese, a trace mineral involved in forming proline, one of collagen's essential building blocks. Together, these nutrients help reduce friction, calm low-grade inflammation, and protect cartilage surfaces that would otherwise continue to deteriorate. Okra's antioxidant compounds further support nerve protection, which is why stiffness and tingling often appear together when joint support declines. Using okra correctly makes a significant difference. 1/2 to 1 cup per serving, prepared gently, is enough to support joint comfort without overwhelming digestion. Light steaming, sautéing, or adding okra to soups preserves its mucilage while making it easier to tolerate. Pairing okra with healthy fats, such as olive oil, improves absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. A common mistake is overcooking okra until it becomes overly slimy or mushy, which reduces its functional benefit, while another is avoiding it entirely because of texture without experimenting with preparation methods. When introduced gradually and used consistently, okra helps restore the quiet, smooth movement many women miss preparing the joints for deeper structural support in the sections ahead. 4. Broccoli, fibroblast protector. Many women focus on feeding collagen after 60, yet few realize that collagen repair can quietly fail if the very cells responsible for producing it are under constant attack. This is why joints may continue to feel unstable, tendons less responsive, and movement less confident, even when nutrition appears adequate. Broccoli enters the picture not as a builder, but as a cellular shield, protecting the collagen-producing machinery itself at a stage when those cells become increasingly vulnerable. From a medical perspective, the key lies in fibroblasts, the specialized cells that manufacture and maintain collagen fibers. With age, chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and blood sugar fluctuations weaken fibroblast function, causing collagen to break down faster than it can be replaced. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a compound known to activate the body's internal repair and detoxification pathways, helping fibroblasts resist inflammatory damage and maintain their ability to produce stable connective tissue. Broccoli also provides vitamin C to support collagen assembly, vitamin K to ensure calcium is directed into bones rather than accumulating in joints, and a range of antioxidants that reduce glycation, a process that stiffens collagen and makes it brittle. This combination is particularly important for women experiencing cracking knees, unstable ankles, or a deep, dull ache that seems to come from within the joint rather than the surface. How broccoli is prepared often determines whether it supports or undermines these benefits. Light steaming for 2 to 3 minutes is ideal, as it preserves sulforaphane while improving digestibility. 1 cup per serving several times per week is sufficient to support fibroblast protection without placing stress on digestion. Adding a small amount of olive oil enhances absorption of fat-soluble compounds. A common mistake is boiling broccoli until it becomes soft and pale, which strips away much of its protective value, while another is avoiding it due to bloating without adjusting portion size or cooking method. When used thoughtfully, broccoli helps safeguard the cells that keep collagen renewal possible, creating a stronger internal foundation before circulation-focused support becomes the next priority. 5. Beets. Circulation and collagen delivery. There is a quiet frustration many women feel after 60 when they try to do everything right for their joints and still notice heaviness in the legs, cold feet, or a lingering weakness that appears after even short walks, and this often signals a problem that nutrition alone cannot solve without adequate circulation. Collagen repair does not happen in isolation because the cells responsible for rebuilding connective tissue depend on a steady supply of oxygen, minerals, and signaling nutrients carried by healthy blood flow. Beets become important at this stage because they address the delivery system, ensuring that the collagen support you provide can actually reach the tissues that need it most. Medically, beets are rich in natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. As circulation declines with age, collagen-producing cells in the legs, knees, feet, and hands often receive fewer resources, slowing repair and increasing stiffness. Improved nitric oxide activity has been shown to enhance lower limb blood flow, walking endurance, and muscle activation, while indirectly supporting collagen renewal by restoring access to nutrients. Beets also contain betalains, powerful antioxidants that protect collagen from oxidative stress, and folate, which helps regulate homocysteine levels, a compound linked to vascular stiffness and connective tissue damage when elevated. Using beets correctly is essential to avoid common mistakes. 1/2 to 1 cup per serving several times per week is enough to support circulation without overwhelming blood sugar balance. Light steaming or roasting preserves their benefits better than boiling, which causes nutrients to leach into the water. Fresh, unsweetened beet juice can also be used in small portions, ideally paired with vitamin C-rich vegetables, to enhance nitric oxide activity. A frequent error is consuming large amounts daily or combining beets with sugary additives, which can counteract their benefits. If circulation has been a challenge for you, comment 1. And if you feel blood flow has never been an issue, comment 0 so I can better understand where this support matters most. When used thoughtfully, beets help reopen the pathways. Collagen depends on preparing the body for mineral-based repair in the next step. 6. Seaweed. Trace minerals for strong collagen. It often comes as a surprise that even with good protein intake and careful vegetable choices, collagen repair can still feel incomplete, as if the body knows what to do but lacks the final pieces to finish the job. This is because collagen is not built by vitamins alone, and after 60, the smallest missing elements can determine whether new collagen fibers become strong and resilient or weak and disorganized. Seaweed enters at this precise point, supplying the trace minerals that quietly decide the quality of the collagen your body produces. From a medical standpoint, collagen assembly depends on minerals such as iodine, zinc, copper, and manganese, which act as enzyme activators during collagen formation. Seaweed provides these minerals in highly bioavailable forms, allowing fibroblasts to produce collagen with proper structure rather than fragile strands that break down quickly. One compound unique to many edible seaweeds is fucoidan, a natural polysaccharide shown to stimulate fibroblast activity and reduce inflammation around joints and nerve pathways. Seaweed also contains alginate, a fiber that helps calm inflammatory stress within connective tissue, giving collagen a more stable environment to rebuild. Another often overlooked role is iodine's support of thyroid function, which influences metabolic rate and tissue repair, speed factors that commonly slow after menopause and contribute to cold hands, weak legs, and delayed recovery. Using seaweed correctly requires moderation and attention to quality. 2 to 3 small servings per week are sufficient because trace minerals work in tiny amounts and excess offers no added benefit. Dried nori sheets, plain seaweed flakes, or low-sodium seaweed snacks are preferable choices. Seaweed can be crumbled into soups, sprinkled over salads, or added to rice dishes without dominating flavor. A common mistake is choosing heavily salted or flavored seaweed products, which may strain blood pressure or digestion. Another is assuming more frequent use will accelerate results. When introduced gently and consistently, seaweed supplies the missing mineral signals that allow collagen to be built with strength, preparing the body for the next layer of internal protection. 7. Asparagus, glutathione and collagen shield. There is a point after 60 when women notice that even careful nutrition seems to lose its protective effect, as if the body repairs during the day, but quietly unravels again overnight, leaving joints aching and nerves more sensitive by morning. This pattern is rarely about effort or consistency, but about protection, because collagen that is newly formed can still be broken down faster than it is rebuilt if oxidative stress remains unchecked. Asparagus becomes important here because it strengthens the body's internal defense system, allowing collagen to survive long enough to do its work. From a medical perspective, asparagus is one of the richest natural sources of glutathione, often described as the body's master antioxidant. Glutathione neutralizes free radicals that attack collagen fibers in joints, tendons, skin, and the protective sheaths surrounding nerves. After menopause, glutathione production commonly declines, leaving collagen more fragile and tissues more vulnerable to inflammation and breakdown. This is why joint discomfort, skin thinning, and nighttime tingling often appear together. Asparagus also provides vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in directing calcium into bones rather than allowing it to accumulate in soft tissues where it can stiffen collagen and irritate nearby nerves. In addition, asparagus supplies folate, a nutrient essential for cell division and tissue renewal, supporting the steady replacement of aging collagen-producing cells. To use asparagus effectively, gentle cooking and portion awareness are key. Lightly steaming or sautéing asparagus until just tender preserves its antioxidant capacity while improving digestion, making about 1 cup per serving ideal. Pairing it with a small amount of olive oil enhances absorption of fat-soluble nutrients, while including it several times per week supports ongoing protection rather than short-term effects. A common mistake is overcooking asparagus until it becomes limp and dull, which significantly reduces its protective value. Another is overlooking it entirely because its benefits feel subtle rather than dramatic. When used consistently, asparagus acts as a quiet shield, helping the collagen your body rebuilds remain intact, resilient, and protected as we move toward the final stage of daily renewal. 8. Parsley, the daily collagen rebuilder. What often separates steady improvement from ongoing decline after 60 is not intensity, but the presence of a small daily signal that the body can recognize and respond to consistently. And this is where parsley quietly outperforms many foods that receive far more attention. Often treated as a garnish and pushed aside, parsley carries an unusually concentrated combination of nutrients that speak directly to the collagen system, making it one of the most efficient daily tools for rebuilding and preserving connective tissue. From a medical standpoint, parsley stands out because of its exceptionally high vitamin C content in a very small volume, which is critical for assembling new collagen fibers day after day without overwhelming digestion. Unlike larger servings of fruit parsley, delivers this signal without raising blood sugar, an important consideration after menopause, when glucose fluctuations can accelerate collagen breakdown. Parsley is also rich in vitamin K, a nutrient essential for keeping collagen-rich tissues flexible by ensuring calcium is directed into bones rather than deposited in joints, cartilage, and blood vessels, where it contributes to stiffness and nerve irritation. In addition, parsley contains apigenin, a flavonoid shown to protect fibroblasts from inflammatory stress, allowing newly formed collagen to remain intact instead of being rapidly degraded. Its natural support of glutathione production further strengthens the body's antioxidant defenses, slowing the silent erosion of connective tissue that often accompanies aging. Using parsley effectively is about simplicity and repetition rather than large portions. 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh, finely chopped parsley daily is sufficient to provide meaningful support. It can be added to eggs, soups, salads, smoothies, or sprinkled over cooked vegetables without altering meals significantly. A common mistake is treating parsley as an occasional decoration rather than a daily ingredient, while another is relying solely on dried parsley, which offers reduced potency compared to fresh. When used consistently, parsley acts as a quiet daily reminder to the body to rebuild, protect, and maintain the collagen framework that supports confident movement as we approach the final step of practical integration. 9. How to use these vegetables safely and effectively after 60. At this point, many women begin to wonder whether real progress requires eating all of these vegetables every day or following a rigid plan that feels overwhelming. And this concern alone often becomes the reason nothing changes. The truth is that collagen repair after 60 responds far better to consistency and rhythm than to intensity and understanding. How to apply what you've learned is just as important as knowing which vegetables matter most. From a clinical perspective, the body adapts best when it receives clear, repeated signals without being pushed into stress. You do not need all 8 vegetables daily because collagen responds to patterns rather than volume. Choosing 2 or 3 vegetables at a time allows your digestive system, circulation, and connective tissue to adjust gradually, which is especially important after menopause, when sensitivity to dietary changes increases. Rotating vegetables across the week provides a broader range of nutrients while reducing the risk of excess fiber-mineral imbalance or digestive discomfort. This gentle approach supports steady collagen rebuilding without triggering inflammation or fatigue. In practice, the most effective method is to begin with 1 foundation vegetable and 1 supportive vegetable for the first week, using moderate portions once per day. During the 2nd and 3rd weeks, you can introduce variety by rotating options based on availability and preference. Light cooking methods such as steaming, quick sautéing, or adding vegetables at the end of cooking help preserve nutrients while improving tolerance. Pairing vegetables with healthy fats like olive oil enhances absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and reduces gastrointestinal strain. Common mistakes include trying to overhaul the diet all at once, eating excessive raw vegetables that are harder to digest, or assuming that larger portions will accelerate results. Progress after 60 is subtle, at first often showing up as easier movement, reduced morning stiffness, or calmer nerves. When these vegetables are used thoughtfully and patiently, they work together as a system, preparing your body for long-term strength rather than short-lived improvement. As we've seen, collagen loss after 60 is not a sudden failure of the body, but a gradual shift that responds best to steady, thoughtful support rather than force or urgency. Each vegetable we discussed plays a different role, from activating collagen repair to protecting it, delivering it, and helping it last. And when used consistently, they work together as a quiet system that supports joints, nerves, and confident movement. My advice is simple. Start small, stay patient, and allow your body time to respond. If you found this guidance helpful and would like to support the continued growth of this channel, a small donation is always appreciated and helps me keep sharing evidence-based education for women everywhere. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe so this information can reach more people. And thank you sincerely for spending this time with me.